Hey everybody, welcome into the NJCAA Network. Ahead of this week's ESPN Plus NJCAA Football Game of the Week, we have Hutchinson CC head coach Drew Dallas with us to talk a little bit about the game. Drew, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here. Good to talk to you, Zach.
And it's going to be a good one on Thursday against New Mexico Military, an exciting start to the season. What does it mean to you and your guys to get a national stage out of the gate this year in week one?
Well, obviously, first game of the season, there's already a lot of things going on and moving parts to it. But I think we're excited. I think anytime you can be on national television and the opportunity to play in front of a lot of different people through the broadcast views is exciting. And I think more than anything, our guys are excited just to get out of fall camp mode, kind of getting that routine of the week to week this season and just get going for game one.
I don't want to harp too much on last season, but that perfect regular season ended up falling in the semifinal, and then the big offseason leading into the number one in the preseason polls for the conference, number three nationally in the preseason polls. What was the biggest growth that you saw this offseason in your squad?
Well, I think, our guys were hungry all offseason just because it didn't end, the way we wanted to. And I think anytime you're close as a program, you have a great year, you really can't lose sight of the success that you had. But when you lose that last game of the season, there's always that taste in your mouth. And I thought there was a lot of growth made with our football program, just as far as the day-to-day, how we operated in the off-season, finding that extra gear, in the workouts and those kind of things, just to try to, make sure we put our best foot forward to not have it end the same way. And winning a championship's really difficult. It's hard, but right now that's our standard is to get out there and compete for one. And so, when you don't meet it and you end it on a sour note, you remember it throughout the course of the offseason. And I thought our guys did a great job, this offseason, just really working their tails off and finding that next level of gear.
And you talk about winning championships. You start the season playing three teams that have championship experience. It's New Mexico Military on Thursday. Then you take on Iowa Western on the road, then Iowa Central. What does your team have to do to start 3-0 this season?
Well, I think to start 3-0, you got to start 1-0, and that's really the biggest thing is just keeping it simple for our guys and understanding, hey, it's a week-by-week process. Obviously, there's steps that you want to make along the way and growth you want to see throughout the first couple weeks, and I think that'll play a role into what our overall record is at the end of those 3 weeks. But to go 3-0, you got to go 1-0 and then do it again each and every week. So really, our focus is going to be on just finding a way to go 1-0 and know that we have to make progress every opportunity we get, whether it's at practice or whether it's out there on game day. You just got to put your best foot forward and make sure we're making improvements. Play clean football, operate it, and give great effort, and I think if we can do those things, we're always going to have a chance.
And looking forward to Thursday, you're taking on a New Mexico Military squad that had a ton of turnover in the offseason, a new head coach that's had NCAA Division I experience. How do you go about preparing for a team that's had so much change in the offseason before the opening week of the season?
Well, there's a lot of unknowns, and I think week one, whether you got a staff that's coming back in junior college football, there's always going to be a lot of unknowns, whether it's a personnel deal, schematic changes, those kind of things. So you always got to be prepared for multiple different looks, and I know Coach Sokup's going to do a really good job there with NMMI, and we think we may have an idea of what they do offensively, defensively, but we really won't know until we kind of get into it and get in the flow of the game. But this year too, there's replay, and now you got tablets on the sideline and those kind of things. So hopefully, if there's things that we see that are different, we can make adjustments throughout the course of the game, get them executed and communicated.
Well, all right, Coach, can't wait to put the ball on the field on Thursday and open up this NJCAA football season. So thanks for taking the time, and good luck on Thursday.
We're looking forward to it. Appreciate you guys.